This girl Thacker and the Monsterverse. Over the past 10 years, we've gotten 5 films from the Monsterverse. But just how do these 5 films break up against each other? Well, let's not waste any more time, and let's find out. Coming in 5th place, we have Godzilla vs. Kong. You guys probably remember this. But when this movie first came out, I was very harsh on it. I said it was just okay. But now I've rewatched it, I do think it's good. A very low good, but still good nonetheless. This one's biggest problem is definitely its pacing. This movie is not paced very well. I wouldn't say it jumps all over the place, but it's not that cohesive. The human characters are pretty boring and forgettable, and the villain is undoubtedly the worst in the Monsterverse. I like Mechagodzilla, very nice design. The fights between Godzilla and Kong are honestly really nicely done, and they're entertaining. Hollow Earth is a fun, unique concept. I also don't love how Godzilla is in this film for a large majority of it, but I do understand having Kong as your main character can maybe tell a more emotional story than with Godzilla. But overall, I think Godzilla vs. Kong is just good. Coming in 4th place, we have Godzilla. The two biggest complaints with this film: human characters are boring, not enough Godzilla. And strangely enough, I don't really agree with either one of these. I honestly really like the human characters, especially Bryan Cranston. I wish he was in the movie more. Not saying they're masterpieces, but they're pretty good in my opinion. I also don't really mind the lack of Godzilla. Seeing the Mutos doing their thing is entertaining enough. And not having a ton of Godzilla makes me appreciate the scenes where we do get Godzilla. Godzilla is really nicely done in this movie. And I think it was a great introduction to the Monsterverse. Not too much, it's pretty subtle, but still there. Now I will say, I don't want people cheering for Godzilla at the end. I don't care if the bigger monster killed the lesser bigger monsters. Thousands of people died. I know it's kind of the whole point of the Monsterverse. Yeah, people die, property gets destroyed, but it's all for a good cause, saving the world. I will always point out how people cheer for Godzilla, but booed for Superman and Man of Steel, for almost the exact same reasons. That's one of the best points how it should have ended has ever done. Overall, I really like Godzilla. I think it's pretty good. Coming in 3rd place, we have Kong Skull Island. In my opinion, this is definitely the funniest Monsterverse movie. And I also do like this version of Kong. Definitely the most human-like Kong we've ever got, at least on an emotional level. I do like the human characters. They're not great or anything, but I do enjoy them. The Skullcrawlers, wow. The Skullcrawlers are probably my favorite thing about this movie. I also think they have great designs. This one does a pretty good job at continuing the Monsterverse, while still keeping it kind of just focused on this one story. Overall, I really like Kong Skull Island. I think it's really good. Coming in 2nd place, we have Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Yeah, for someone who really did not enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong, I loved this movie. This film bumped the goofy toll of the Monsterverse up to 1,000, which is what Godzilla vs. Kong kind of started doing. For some reason, with that film, I didn't really jive with it. With this film, oh yeah, I was for the ride with it. From beginning to end, it's just a wild, crazy, insane movie, and I just love it. Kong with the Beast Club, Evolved Godzilla, Scar King, man, this movie's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't even say it improves in Godzilla vs. Kong. In fact, it kind of does things a lot worse than Godzilla vs. Kong, but for some reason, I just like it just so much more. The human characters in it for the bare minimum amount they need to be. By all means, going by what we know so far about my ranking, these should probably be at the bottom of the list. But for some reason, I really enjoyed this movie. I really like it. But coming in 1st place, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Even though I do like King Kong more than Godzilla, this is undoubtedly my favorite Monsterverse movie. The human characters are fine. The film isn't great, but I'm pretty sure the reasons why I love this film so much is because of 2 singular reasons. 2 scenes to be exact. The first when Godzilla emerges from the water, and the second is when Godzilla charges at King Ghidorah, with the Godzilla theme blaring in the background. But man, seeing Godzilla rush towards King Ghidorah with Godzilla theme, one of my favorite movie themes, something about that scene, it's just like, I love everything about that. Godzilla King of the Monsters is undoubtedly my favorite film in the Monsterverse. But let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about my ranking? And how would you rank these 5 films? Bye guys for now! Bye guys, Thacker.